Hi everyone, I hope you're ready to improve your Toeic score, your English grammar, and your overall English, because that's what we're going to do today. We are going to look at 2 Toeic questions, and I'm going to give you the skills, the knowledge, the tricks to get them correct, and also to get similar questions like this on the Toeic test correct. So let's improve our score. Let's get started. Here is the first question. All right, so this will be quick. So let's get the answer. What do you need to know about become? The word become, we see it there. Become equals is, but it's focusing on the change. For example, in 2019, he wasn't famous. In 2020, he became famous. That is the change. Since 2020, he has been famous. So, another example, the food was cooked, so it became hot. After it was put in the fridge, it became cold. So after you use became, you have 2 choices, an adjective or a noun. These are all correct. The city became dangerous. So the change into this adjective. The city became a dangerous place. Dangerous place, you have a noun here. Or she became a researcher. Researcher is a noun. So I can have an adjective or noun after become, became. It is wrong to say she hates cigarettes. Hates is a verb. I can't use become plus verb. As I said, if I use became, I'm going to use an adjective or noun. Another example, she became aggressively. This is wrong. Aggressively is an adverb. I could say she became aggressive because that is an adjective. So let's eliminate all the verbs and adjectives from this Toeic question. Eliminate C. This is an adverb. Most words that end with ly are adverbs. You cannot have only an adverb after became. For example, if I said she became quickly, strangely, significantly, if I stop there, it is wrong. I can say she quickly became a manager, she strangely became sick, because I have an adjective or noun after. Next, eliminate B. Most words that end with IZE or ISE are verbs. The root word plus IZE means make it that. For example, he made his job his priority. Priority is the root word. He prioritized his work. He prioritized his job. That is a verb. He utilized the resources. So he made use of the resources. The root word, utility. Now, other words that end with IZE, realize, materialize, demonize, humanize, commercialize, incentivize. These words are all verbs. So finalize means make final. We finalize the plan. Here, finalize is a verb. We cannot have a verb after become or became. We need a noun or an adjective. So remove finalize. So the best answer here is A, final. Final is an adjective. It means complete, cannot be changed. The boss said we had to work on the weekend. She said the decision was final. There's an adjective. It was the final decision. So this is the final episode of the show. So there will be no more. So for the Toeic question, the sale became final. It wasn't final, it became final, an adjective, and now it is final. So the answer, final. Let's look at one more question. Okay, to get this answer, you need preposition knowledge. So we will eliminate answers and talk about these prepositional meanings. First, eliminate D, as for. As for means concerning, when it comes to, regarding, when you are comparing two things. It will often start a sentence. For example, my wife and I have different tastes in food. I like spicy food, such as Thai, Korean, Indian, and so on. As for my wife, notice that I'm saying as for my wife. That means concerning, regarding. She enjoys less spice and more natural flavors. Okay. So you could say the swelling in my ankle decreased. As for my knee, it has gotten worse. However, as you can see, in this TOEIC question, it doesn't make sense. As for the next 2 weeks, what? What's the idea after that? Next, eliminate prior. Prior can be an adjective or a preposition. Let's look at this. As an adjective, prior means past or previous. So, at my prior job, it was hard to take time off. As for my current job, it's quite easy. So, my past job. That is the adjective. The preposition for prior is prior to. It will be followed by a noun, and it means before. Prior to. For example, before I opened my own company, I had been a chef at a local restaurant. Okay? So I'm turning this into the same sentence with prior to. It would be wrong to say prior to I opened, because after prior to, I need a noun form. So correct, prior to opening my own company. Notice I'm using a gerund, verb ing. Another example, I didn't meet up with her before she left on her trip. Well, I could say I didn't meet up with her prior to her leaving on her trip. Not she left, because after prior to, I need a noun form. Prior to is only a preposition. If we look at this TOEIC sentence, we do not have prior to the next 2 weeks. There's no to, but we need a preposition. Even if we add prior to, it would still be strange, but we know it is not prior because there's no to before the next 2 weeks. So we have A and B. Well, the answer is B, within. Within means in or before this amount of time. For example, it is 2 p.m. I will finish work at 5 p.m. So I will finish work in 3 hours. So that is exact. That is exact. However, it is 2 p.m. I might finish work at 5. I might finish work at 4, maybe even 3. But 5 is the latest time. So I will finish the work within 3 hours. So 3 hours is the latest. 3 hours is the longest, but it might finish earlier. So if we go back to the TOEIC question, if the swelling does not decrease within the next 14 days, so it could be in 9 days, it could be in 12 days, but 14 or 2 weeks is the maximum. Please make an appointment with a specialist. Okay, so hopefully we learned all this information within 10 minutes. I'm not sure though. Well, everyone, have a great day. Keep improving your TOEIC and good luck. Bye.